What's up, guys? It's the Great White Mexican here, and thank you very much for clicking on my video. I don't know why I started my intro like that. That's horrible. I'm going to try to start over again. Hello, everybody. This is Marco, and today I want to talk about something. Just something that affects me a little bit. It's this not doesn't affect me, but just something that really irked me, right? So what really irked me was this. ShoeonHead just made a video recently with her friend Derek on one of her channels, and I think her channel she shares with Armor Skeptic. And they were doing some funny stuff, and he was pretty cool and everything. And I was just watching it, and then eventually they got to a part where they were talking about this guy named Hunter. And Hunter made a video. I never heard of him before. He made a video about transgenders, and he was basically, attacking the talking points of transgenders and the transgender movement, at least, and all that other hoopla of the LGBTQ AI with a silent Q. I think, I don't know. It changes every day. It's so weird. It's like gender. It's just fluid, man. No, I was kidding. And they were talking about it, and they were laughing at this guy because he was stating a bunch of stuff. It's obvious to them, and it's obvious to us, of course, but it's not obvious to everyone else. And he's just attacking the transgender movement at points, and they were making fun of him. It's like, okay, whatever. But there was one part where she made a comment that really pissed me off, and she said this. She compared. She's like, "Oh, that sounds a lot like the gays in the '50s, where you think you can do therapy and make them go away, or pray the gay away." Okay, first of all, those things were never proven. They were just saying, oh, this is how you solve it, even though there was not really a track record of that actually being successful. There is a track record of both transgenders having a very similar suicide rate to mental disorders, and two, that therapy helps them very much. All right? So for me, it's this. It's either there's only about one or two actual transgenders in, or not one or two, there's only a handful of transgenders who are actually real, and the surgery actually helps them, because the suicide rate after and before the surgery is not at all different. It's like a little different, but it's not like in any way like a good success rate. And but therapy seemingly helps a lot of transgenders cope with who they are, just like schizophrenics, just like bipolar people, people who are affected by these diseases. I like to use this this analogy. Peter Hitchens is somebody who I respect, but he says some asinine things like addiction doesn't exist, or that ADHD doesn't exist. First of all, I suffer from ADHD. It kind of sucks sometimes. I can't sleep. It's like almost 4 o'clock right now in the morning where I am, and I can't sleep. And I have a hard time concentrating. Always have, but it's still. I don't use it as an excuse. But still, it does exist, and it's an asinine thing to say it doesn't. The thing is, people can't, like, doctors have said that therapy really does help you cope with it. Medicine does help you cope with it. It's something that I accept, and it's just, I'm not on medicine right now, but that's my own choice, because I'm trying to learn how to cope with it by myself and use my own mind to help me push through this. The thing is, transgenders, it's seeming like they're pushing one thing: surgery's gonna help you, surgery's gonna help you. But it doesn't seem to. And people can say, oh, it's discrimination. Gays never had a comparable suicide rate. Blacks in the 1960s, 1950s, 1940s didn't have the same suicide rate. Slaves didn't have the same suicide rate. So if it's about discrimination, why the fuck are those people, who I'm pretty sure are more discriminated against than transgenders today, why is their suicide rate so much higher? It's just a question I have to ask. So when she said that, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. You're just being very biased in this video. That's perfectly fine. But I'm gonna really try to debate you on your point that you're trying to make here, which was really stupid. All right, the gays and transgenders are completely different. Just because they're part of the same community, and I'm putting quotes right now in air, just because they're part of the same community does not mean that they are the same thing. Okay. We got that point done? Okay, cool. I'm done with this video. I'm fucking so pissed off about it. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment your criticisms below. I was going to say goodbye, so goodbye.